a quick stream in. You know, well, hey, the fight did not disappoint. The fight lived up to the hype. Real good fight. Real good scrap between Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. Listen, Josh. Listen, Josh Taylor fans. The fight was close until the two knockouts. The two knockdowns. To me, that's what separated Taylor from Ramirez, because Ramirez was holding his own, but I saw something that Ramirez waited too late to start doing was establishing the jab, and I kept saying that he needed to establish the jab before he tried anything else. Now, I seen something with Taylor. I seen some weaknesses in Taylor too. I told you, Taylor have spurs and fights where he freezes, and he does. Taylor isn't a good counter puncher at all. At all. He can punch with you, but he ain't a good counter puncher. And another fighter that can't fight going backwards and can't fight off the ropes. And he will clinch you. But he fought a good fight. The funny part about it was I seen Ramirez hit Taylor with some shots that woke his shit up. And to me, I'm just keeping it 100. This is just real talk. Ramirez has nothing to feel sorry about. He doesn't have to feel bad. He fought a great fight. It was just that the better man won tonight. And like I said to you, Josh Taylor fans, don't come on here trying to bogart and tell me that I have to say Josh Taylor dominated, because he didn't. Fuck y'all. You better realize who the fuck you dealing with. But like I said, it was a real good fight. Good fight. I think there's something in there. Basically, hopefully they do it down the line. I don't think Josh Taylor is going up to 147 next. He has a mandatory obligation, and then that may be his last fight at 147. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Bud will cook Taylor. And when I say he will annihilate him, he will annihilate him. I'm just keeping it a buck. When I say Bud will stop Taylor, he will stop Taylor. It don't matter anyway. All they gonna do is say, well, Taylor came up from a smaller weight class. Wait a minute, didn't Bud do that? I promise you that's what they gonna do. Anything the PBC apologists gonna do to discredit Bud, they gonna complain about that fight. They gonna find something wrong, and that's so. They gonna find something wrong. Like I said, a lot of niggas mad at me because they think I'm supposed to be sucking up to Errol Spence, and I'm not, and think I'm supposed to be sucking up to the PBC. And I had a conversation with a guy, and I'm not gonna say his name, but he verified what I've been telling you about what was going on behind the scenes. I started to put him on, but I didn't want to jeopardize. I didn't want to I didn't want the wrong person to see the video and then, the dude get shelled. Because they known for doing that. So, at the end of the day, like I said before, if they give Manny Pacquiao the Super WBA title back, then like I told you, it is what it is, man. But I need y'all to read between the lines. Go back and watch the Mikey Garcia interview when he talked about the politics. Mikey Garcia said, he pretty much said out of his own mouth, he said as long as Bud is with Top Rank, he is not going to fight him. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole script. I've been telling y'all that, but y'all refuse to listen because y'all so caught up in believing that somebody ain't who they say they is. Y'all so caught up on this thinking that Al Heyman is militant pro-black, and he not, to where y'all can't read between the lines. Go listen to that interview. I've been telling y'all that. Now you kind of didn't heard Bud say that Al Heyman and Bob Arum is in cahoots. And then you seen overnight. I didn't say it. I didn't do it. You seen overnight that how people flip-flopped. When they thought Bud was going to get the Manny Pacquiao fight. Oh, Bud beating Manny Pacquiao doesn't mean anything. Oh, it doesn't mean nothing. Manny Pacquiao hasn't fought in 2 years. Manny Pacquiao doesn't have a belt. Oh, Manny Pacquiao is past his prime. Then as soon as Errol spit, oh, see what I mean? See, this is a boss move. Man, nigga, stop. Nigga, stop. I knew that was going to happen. And like I said, niggas mad at me because I'm telling the truth, because I know the people getting frozen out. All this shit about other side of the street and shit is bullshit, and that's why I keep saying that. I don't give a damn about I don't give a damn if homeboy don't ever do an interview with me. As you can see tonight, I got plenty of interviews. No credentials, none of that shit. Still got hella footage. So, cause I does this. This is easy now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, it's gonna be when I say it's gonna be a legion of excuses on why. I'll promise you that it's gonna be excuse after excuse. Y'all seen it with y'all self. Y'all seen it. Y'all heard it with your own eye. When they thought Bud was gonna get the Manny Pacquiao fight, you heard people complaining. They was literally on their knees going to church, putting an extra $60 in the offering, in the offering plate, and putting the extra $100. Lord, please don't let Bud get the Manny Pacquiao, because they were so scared that Bud was gonna get that fight. But the funny part about it is, Manny Pacquiao's own team say that they believe that Errol Spence is an easier fight than Manny than Terrence Crawford. That says a lot. That says a lot. And I'm gonna make this very clear. I ain't sneak dissing nobody. I'm saying what's out there. How am I sneak dissing somebody when obviously everybody is doing it? It ain't no reason to name nobody's name, because y'all see for yourself what everybody is doing. So how am I sneak dissing somebody when people is black? So don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just doing I'm just doing my so-called job, covering these fights. I'm gonna cover the PBC fights. I mean, Showtime still mess with me, so I mean, hey. But then the problem is people want you to sit up here and paint one dude as something that he not. Like I keep telling you, Al Heyman don't give a damn about he don't give a damn about color. The only color he care about is green. And then another thing, this fighter that I talked to, he confirmed everything that I was saying. He said the same thing. Why Al Heyman always giving these Hispanic fighters shine? Why did he give the Hispanics a whole card, but he won't give the brothers a card for Juneteenth or Black History Month? This is a fighter, a professional fighter, but I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want him to get literally blackballed. Let me tell you something. This is just real talk. Y'all understand I deal with people that deal with Al Heyman. Ain't nobody called and told me that I was lying or that I was wrong. Why is that? Why is that? Like I keep saying. So now that Mikey Garcia, a Mexican man, said, well, you know what time it is. And then other people said it that happen to be black. Said basically they not doing no business with Top Rank. And like I said, I ain't knocking Mikey Garcia. I'm not knocking Mikey Garcia. Al Heyman kept Mikey on the shelf for like 2.5 years. So I'm not gonna sit up here. That's what I mean. And that's for you niggas that be sitting up here trying to make it look like you know what I'm saying, that I'll be sucking up to Bob Arum. That's fact. Okay? That's fact. He held up Mikey Garcia's career for 2 years because Mikey Garcia didn't want to sign an extension. Mikey Garcia lost 2 years of his career. So like I said, I told you I'll call it right down the middle. You know? I'll call it right down the middle. No filter. And once Mikey y'all got to read between the lines. When somebody say out of Mikey Garcia's mouth, like I said, this is what I've been telling you. It's real actual freeze out. For real. It's a real actual freeze out. You just heard a fighter insinuate that, hey, certain people that I'm dealing with, they don't want me to take the fight with Terrence Crawford. Then they kind of tried to touch it up and say, oh, well, you know, he got this going on and, you know, so, you know, I wish him the best and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm just telling the truth, man. It ain't nothing personal. It ain't me having a grudge against other media members and all that kind of shit. It ain't me having a issue with Top Rank. It ain't me having an issue with PBC. Even though I've called all of them out, from Golden Boy to Matchroom to all of them, but nobody ever talks about that. Look, let me tell you something. Errol Spence and Bud ain't probably ever gonna happen. And that's just real talk. The only way they make that fight is Bud look terrible in his next fight. Because what they're gonna try to do, if Errol Spence gets the Manny Pacquiao fight, he gonna pull that 80-20 shit, and then he gonna run to certain media members, you know, I tried to make the fight 80-20, and then you gonna get the PBC nut huggers saying, yeah, Bud should take the deal. And like I said, Bud should never, you know what I'm saying? Bud should never minimize himself, because he is a more accomplished fighter, undisputed at 140. And like I say, they try to make it look like Errol Spence did fought the better person is because they say so. Did you really watch that fight with Danny Garcia? I'm just keeping it 100. He won, but I wasn't taken back by it. Bud is not going to take no 80-20. But they're going to sit up there and say he was going to take less money with Manny Pacquiao. Well, like I said, Manny Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao. Now, I wonder what type of bullshit numbers they going to throw and say why Manny Pacquiao is fighting Errol Spence, because like I keep telling you, they've been sitting up lying about the numbers. They lied about fake Paul's numbers, and they've been lying about other people's numbers. And then people hear my videos, and then they get all sad and shit and want to start crying and shit like I done said the most horrible thing and shit. Like I keep saying, these niggas want to play this black card when it's convenient. Oh, you talking about, you speaking bad on Al Heyman, and he a black man. Yeah, a black man that prioritize Mexican and Hispanic fighters over black fighters. And then what he may do is take one black fighter, and then he'll have them get put on these cards where they may fight one Hispanic fighter, and then the rest of the people on the card are primarily Hispanic fighters. But then he don't put the black fighters on the big fight cards. Okay. Like I said before, these niggas was finna piss on theyself when literally praying that Bud didn't get. And like I said, you got people sending pictures. I'm gonna show you this picture that surfaced. But then these niggas on here supposed to be so pro-black. But I want you to see. I want you to see this picture that people put out. You know what they was doing to Bud. I'm gonna let you see for yourself. And I'm just keeping it 100. But anyway, I'll be back later. Gotta do these basketball videos. Out. Now, wait a minute. You know what? You know what? I got a few more minutes. Like I said before, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they gonna do with Josh Taylor. I promise you, if Josh Taylor somehow fight Bud, like I said, I promise you it's gonna be excuses galore. If Jose Ramirez bounces back and fight Bud, it's gonna be excuses. And you know, like I said, it's only better competition because they on the PBC. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I mean, like I said, y'all seen what I do. Y'all seen what I do. Like I said, I can get people to talk to me. That's just real talk. I promise you the excuses is rolling. Like I said, just about 3 weeks ago, when I interviewed Bo Mack, everybody was horrified when they thought that Manny Pacquiao was gonna fight Bud. Every excuse was lined up. Now all of a sudden that he fight Errol Spence, like I said, I'm not exposing nobody. These niggas is exposing themselves. Like, just keep it a buck. Just say, well, you know, I favor the PBC over Top Rank. And then the funny thing is, these niggas will get mad. They'll get mad and talk shit behind the scenes. They'll be like, oh, so-and-so won't interview me. He won't talk to me. Well, like I said before, now I will say this much. To a certain degree, some of these fighters do need to stop being, you know, so sensitive to a certain degree. But at the same time, if you constantly attacking somebody, then why would they fuck with you? Because I'm going to tell you something. Bud been treated like Kwame Brown by certain media. Like I said, most of the attacks on Terrence Bud Crawford have came from black media. That's factual. And then they'll say, well, we just don't, you know, we just wish Bud would leave Top Rank. Then the same thing. But then Demetrius Andrade, he not a you know what I'm saying? He not a Top Rank fighter, but people always shitting on him. I see right through these, like, for real. I see right through these niggas. They like glass slippers, man. You can see right through them. You know what I'm saying? They like those plastic ass rep Air Force Ones they used to make. That was, you know, had the plastic that was made out of plastic and shit, and they was clear as shit. That's how some of these niggas is. You could just see right through them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm done.